Start your morning with a great cup of Joe, because Joe is with us from Importin Joe's. Thanks for joining us here again.
Oh my gosh, Jackie, thank you for having me back.
We love having you, and every time you come, y'all at home, I wish you could smell what is happening here in the Hometown Living Studios.
Gosh.
It smells amazing. Okay, but for those that are hearing about Importin Joe's for the very first time this morning, tell us a little bit about your background and why you love what you do, because your passion is so evident.
Indeed. I'm very passionate. Thank you, Jackie. And so we actually are a wholesale distributor here in the community. We also are featured in several different retail locations. We started our coffee company mid-pandemic in 2020. I went to Ethiopia, and upon my arrival, I saw a lot of issues that really broke my heart, mainly the number of children who were in anguish and facing homelessness on the streets. And so with my wife being from Ethiopia, we actually felt moved and compassionate enough to start our coffee business with a focus on helping homeless children become homed and give them opportunities to be able to get access to amazing education.
I love every time you share that story, because your passion for coffee is so evident, but for the people as well. So the amazing coffee. We've got a little bit of a setup this morning.
We do.
Talk us through what we're doing this morning with, of course, the amazing Importin Joe's coffee beans. So they normally start looking like this. I love when you bring the coffee beans before they get roasted. I don't know if we can get a shot of that right here. Do you see that color? They're a little bit green,
So
right?
Jackie, this is actually raw coffee. A lot of people have been led to believe that coffee is actually a bean, but it is in fact a seed.
It's a seed.
It's a
okay,
seed.
I guess I can't call it a bean anymore.
No worries. So it is actually a seed of a cherry. And so with coffee being a fruit, and in our coffees, you will pick up on beautiful naturally occurring tones of berries and cherries and chocolate and strawberries. It is absolutely remarkable.
It's a feast. It's a feast in a mug.
Mwah. It is delightful, to say the least.
So you put some already. Where are we starting, Joe? Here?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So today we came to show some of the best ways to brew specialty coffee for optimization. Yes. So we always want to make sure we're maximizing not only, the coffee flavor, but the experience. And so here we have our
We've got the pour over. I have all of these contraptions because I'm a coffee fanatic. So
Oh,
I'm glad that you're giving me a demo. This is selfishly, I think, just for me and my kitchen usage.
No worries. No
so
worries.
We're doing a pour over.
So first we have here our pour over. And so we want to start off with an extraction that allows for the coffee to bloom.
Okay.
When you have a fresh roasted coffee, you're going to see the bloom actually give some body. It's going to puff up, and it's going to let off bubbles. That is to show that the coffee is in fact fresh.
Okay.
Yes, that's nitrogen being released from the roasting process.
Well, I didn't know that. I've seen the bubbles before, but I just knew that it was all part of the end product. So what coffee do you have in here in the pour over?
So today in our pour over, we have our Harar. Now Harar is available online at importinjoes.com. And now what's really beautiful about Harar and pour overs are that they are phenomenal for really exemplifying the fruity characteristics and tones in the coffee. That's why I chose Harar, because it's got those nice blueberry undertones naturally occurring in the coffee.
I mean, look at that. That's working right here.
That's
but
working.
You brought a few other contraptions, I guess we could say.
So we've also got
We've got the pour over going, and I see that you poured a little bit, waited, and then poured another on top. So that's a good tip.
Exactly. So we do that about 3 to 4 times.
Okay.
And we use about 21 grams of coffee, and we allow it to extract, because coffee is so fickle. Is it? If you, oh my goodness, if you extract it at a different temperature or a wrong time, it's going to come out bitter.
Okay.
So you have to be careful. Watch a couple YouTube videos if you have to.
It's fickle. We have some common personality traits, and that's probably why we get along so well.
Oh my goodness,
so
you're hilarious.
What else do we have here?
So we're gonna do an AeroPress. So I like to actually use our light roast in the AeroPress, because an AeroPress typically is going to give you some,
spilling. Coffee is a part of the experience. We'll make a mess, just like my kitchen at home.
It's making art, you know? And so one thing about our AeroPress is it's going to provide a very clean, crisp experience. And so it's great on a beautiful spring morning. You know, you're sitting out on the porch, listen to the birds chirping.
We love this.
Oh,
It's a
it
coffee
is
experience. Oh, did I
delightful.
need that?
Oh, no. Oh,
Okay.
yes. So that is actually going to be
And
our
we're in our own
filter.
kitchen here, so
yes, we
5
are. We're
second
having
rule.
some fun. So we've got a filter here.
Put the filter in.
Throw the filter on there.
Okay.
Plop that bad boy on there like that.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And this one I don't have.
Oh,
So
my
I'm
goodness.
learning a lot today.
Yeah, you've got to
The
get one.
AeroPress.
So this is the AeroPress, and then what you do is after that.
And if it's not cooperating with us,
It
that's
is.
fine
Oh,
as
no
well. Is it
worries.
cooperating?
It's cooperating.
It's fickle.
So, oh my goodness, it is.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna pour.
So pour it right
Oh my
into the
goodness.
AeroPress.
Yes, we're gonna pour it into the AeroPress. We're gonna rotate it a little bit and make sure you evenly cover all of those grounds.
Okay.
And then what's beautiful about this is you just throw
Push it
that
in
on
there.
top of there, like such,
Yep.
and then
Flip it over.
throw it on top of there,
Ooh. Oh, look at that go.
and then there you go.
And I know we have one more. We want to get that one brewing before we run out of
Absolutely.
time. So this one I think a lot of people might be familiar with seeing, but they still don't really quite know how to use it. French press, right?
French press is the best. The beautiful thing about French press that I love is that you can set it and forget it.
Oh, we love that.
Beautiful. Now, so we actually have a coarse ground. We've got our dark roast because
Okay.
it's going to have those beautiful, deep, viscous, good umami notes and characteristics.
go.
And
So
so
pour
we're
that
just
on
going to
in.
make sure we go ahead and douse all of that and get it nice and wet. Now, you do have a bloom process and stage in
We
there
do.
too.
And while you're pouring that, because I don't want to run out of time for a big announcement that's coming up for
Oh,
entire
yeah.
Indiana. Can you pour and tell us what your big announcement
Absolutely,
is for
Jackie.
Importin Joe's?
So we finally got our production facility up to par, as we can see here. Oh my goodness. And that has allowed us to be able to launch into 35 stores throughout the state of Indiana. So don't
pick up
walk.
on your
Oh my
shelves,
goodness.
right at your
Don't
store.
walk, run to your nearest Meijer and get a bag for a friend.
At your Meijer. That's so exciting.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're pouring more in here, but while we do this, we're going to have to drink a little bit during the break because we want to make sure that people know that they can get Importin Joe's at their local Meijer. But of course, you can still order online, get
Absolutely.
it delivered. I've done that before. So you can check out importinjoes.com or give them a call, 574-400-5557, or check them out on social media, Facebook and Instagram. We are going to be drinking coffee all morning long. But